Ebusuyanti hayo msika TV mamo akwaba enenso ye nyina ne sawampani Prez Mamaha'S could be more parliament could deliver the first State of the Nations address as a president of the Republic of Ghana.
We actually have a project called Nkukon Kitinkiti. The Nkukon Kitinkiti project will cover 55,000 households.
It came with the usual heckling from both sides of parliament, especially the minority side. And Seweni and so catch the say Honorable Alexander Market say on the streets of Ghana in Yoma Mebuno to Inane say Mahama Bakupe termination February.
The youth of the country are saying that Mahama Baku termination February.
The 24-hour economy in Yoma na see a comment this ne remis akopie mo parliament and ne dey omanpanyin ekenkan the State of the Nations actually Ghana bobre yegina as a nation economy ne kura no so is it in a good state or it is in a deplorable state said the omanpanyin kan no.
As I speak, for the record, as I speak, not a single Agenda 111 hospital is operational.
The economy is in crisis. Whether it is in crisis or not, you'll be getting more in this episode. Stay tuned for more updates on this channel at all times. Unsubscribe, make sure say subscribe to Umsika TV. Follow on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Mr. Nebusia. Prez Mamaha'S could be more parliament as usual to present the State of the Nations as required by the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The Omanpanyin could be degree to be to say former President Kufuor, the Vice President of the Republic, and several other dignitaries, including the NDC executives, the chairman, the secretary, and all other loving Ghanaian. Now, Omanpanyin. The Omanpanyin, as I say. The Ghanaian economy is in a dire crisis. It will need a lot of work. I mean hard work to rescue our ailing economy to the better position that NDC said they want to do for the people of Ghana. Said on my pen, I see this answer to go. I said Ghana economy is in crisis.
Mr. Speaker, the energy sector faces significant financial challenges, primarily due to collection and system losses, non-compliance with the cash waterfall mechanism, and legacy debts. The financing shortfall has risen considerably to approximately $2.2 billion, or 34 billion Ghana cedis for 2025. And urgent measures will be needed to reduce it to sustainable levels and ultimately eliminate it. The financial sector continues to struggle despite the reportedly spending of $29.9 billion on the financial sector cleanup exercise up to date. Scant reserves were also left for debt servicing, despite implementing what may be considered the most severe and distressing economic policy in the annals of the Fourth Republic, if not in the entirety of our nation's history. And I'm referring to the domestic debt exchange program. This is in stark contrast to our actions in 2017 before we left office, when we allocated $250 million to the sinking fund handed over to the incoming government to service debts, Ghana's debts. There have been claims that buffers were left for debt repayment, oncoming debt repayment this year. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me give you the statement of account for the debt service reserve account, which is also popularly referred to as the sinking fund. This fund shows a balance of only $64,000 in the dollar account. $64,000 in the dollar account, and 143 million Ghana cedis in the CD account. The repercussions of the accumulation of debt and economic mismanagement will require extensive work and sacrifice to repair. In the next 4 years, to put things in context for you, Mr. Speaker, in the next 4 years, our debt servicing will amount to 280 billion cedis. And this comprises of 150 billion for domestic debt and 130 billion in external debt servicing. Our catastrophic debt position has also severely impacted infrastructural projects that should have been completed. Currently, there are 55 stalled projects due to the default of debt and subsequent restructuring, with a total value of $2.95 billion not disbursed. The stalling of these projects is expected to result in a cost overrun of about 15 billion cedis.
Nabusuya ene deliver on pain koye no sha. The minority side, they were all dressed in black attire. On fade no na etuntum. O hwe the majority side nso they were dressed in white. Say nkunim dia dey aba won afa. Now we be say ban saying na minority for dressed in black. Honorable Frank Domprez, MP for Nsoma region sanso ye minority chief whip actually mu say o posti bibi e won Instagram actually mu say the NPP or the minority is in black attire because it is in solidarity to the Ghanaian people are terminating one appointment by this NDC administration. Nutina when you na time wechi intina wan black no. Na busuya ye ko nsem no so a o man pan chire mu say dum so Ghana for be born no tag tagging no in the years ago no. JDM wants to put on record that he fixed himself before the 2016 elections. And you know, doom so adibia or kind say obeye and as over so no nampan so oye ansana ofi egwasobuso how our parents answer no etugwa efai.
I move to make a similar purposeful and bold declaration that I, John Dramani Mahama, I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity. That I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity. My government, working with you and every Ghanaian, will solve the challenges because we have developed the plan with our people's support. When I decided to run for president again, I did so because of what I knew about the state of our country. I was aware that huge problems awaited me upon assumption of office, but nothing could prepare anyone for the reality of the debts to which our economy and our governance had sunk.
And what is someone paying him say, or you'll see a dear your oka, oh yeah, because some 10 years ago, he promised Ghana that he was going to rescue Ghana from the power outages. Oh yeah, and no things you know, Sanchez say, Sanya Ghana, economy of inherited, no, Pansamai Basano. He JDM is going to fix Ghana's economy. Our crisis, he's going to deal with the crisis economy and find itself in as a government or as a leader of government business. No, he will make sure that Ghana's economy is restored to the right path to accelerate growth and also bring prosperity and hope to the good people of Ghana. Osanchire say, if you feel brave, say so ora if you see a juma, OSP so ebo ejuma, and no no scandal can see as they say abebo man Ghana ati say obi aka wan say NSA mechiremu National Service Authority scandal can see be abebo ya nipa bi de over 84,000 ghost names akose NSS payroll mu a sabi de abeda adeja want to add the no chiremu say he has instructed that all those persons involved in that scandal should be dealt with according to law.
To achieve a legally robust regime to govern national service, I've also tasked the Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment to coordinate and present to Parliament a legislative instrument to support the implementation of the newly passed National Service Authority Act 2024 That's Act 1119. We will introduce short military training as part of our national service scheme. This will instill a sense of fitness and discipline into our youth.
National service some little training from the military. No, it's my idea. Said the SFATA say a Ghanaian citizen. And no, actually, so no. Or something say, you can't youth assembly there. Now, Okada, yes. The NDC is going to ensure that they are going to streamline the activities of the Okada boys and also give them some training and also assist them to acquire motorbikes to ply their Okada trade. The Busiana is Okada for no. They have been recognized by the NDC administration. And you know, Atadwe, Okada for no at there and there. Nebusia JDM Chile say the policy there, never the manifesto was say and no so it has come to stay. The NDC government is going to start the Nkukwan Kitenkete project as soon as possible.
Ghana imports 95% of its poultry needs, which costs over $300 million annually. To reverse this trend, government plans to revamp the poultry sector by investing in hatcheries, feed mills, processing, and distribution, working towards eliminating poultry imports. And this is a good one. The Nkukwan Kitenkete project. We actually have a project called Nkukwan Kitenkete. The Nkukwan Kitenkete project will cover 55,000 households producing eggs and fresh poultry for the market. And it will help reduce our $300 million we spend on importing chicken annually.
Free senior high policy, no. Prior to the elections, you say this about we so one criminal that they are normal paying out to them to say. What to them to actually say the free senior high school policy has come to stay. He will not cancel it. Also, he's on record. He is not going to cancel the free senior high school policy. I'm paying out to them to say. And ya deal with criminal na we cremu ochina.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, once again for emphasis and for the record, I, John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, will not cancel the free SHS program. I will not cancel the free SHS program. I am determined to make it better by improving its implementation. And also, for the record, students who have benefited from the free SHS since its inception are about 3.4 million. The figure of 5.1 million beneficiaries, as put out by the previous administration, was an exaggerated and false narrative calculated to achieve political credit.
Ebusia, Sabri there, I'm paying out to them on that issue. What you say, they are going to strengthen the free senior high school even more better by eliminating double track, and also even currently, when you go to our senior high schools, they have improved the food that the children are eating. What you say, you're not friend, you know, it's a crack as a part Bema, great implement at Bema. My friend Didi, because we didn't go twice a day, that they are there. Sana, Abeto one say the feeding has seen some facelift. My friend Didi, my whole ton peche, the beer amo. And they was here, the State of the Nation address, you know, it came with the normal heckling. Honorable Alexander Fairmark in Chile say, after the delivery, no busia, or my paying Chile say, the news I who what can you now, Okada, restoring macroeconomy and all that, establishing Women Development Bank, and also bringing GDP growth, like stabilizing the CD and all that. debt ahoro nyina so chire mu say they are going to pay all the debt and also make sure that Ghana economy goes back to a right track through their resetting agenda. Na ni na chire na abusuya beto say omoperikasa wie no as usual as part of the parliamentary proceedings no the majority needs to react and also the minority caucus also have the chance to also react. Na yeko tie nsema the majority caucus led by Honorable Mahama Yariga ekai after President Mahama deliver this State of the Nation's address.
I see on this side of the house my colleagues in black. Mr. Speaker, it is obvious that they left this economy in a miserable state. And the attire that they adorn today says it all. But this side is in white because His Excellency the President, we knew very well, was bringing to us a message of hope. Mr. Speaker, our elders have cautioned that you don't leave your crown in the hands of a hyena as a caretaker when you are traveling. Don't be surprised when you come back and the carcasses of all your livestock are gone. Mr. Speaker, what has happened to our economy and our country and the presentation that has been made says it all. It is sad, it is unfortunate. But His Excellency the President has brought us hope. Hope for the youth of this country. Hope for the women. Hope for the Okada drivers. Hope for the private sector. Hope for students. And hope for ordinary Ghanaians who did everything to bring him to office with such an overwhelming number. Mr. Speaker, we have no doubt that everything outlined here gives hope, and this House will support His Excellency to deliver on his commitment. But more importantly, this House will support His Excellency to deliver on the promise of accountability. Those who so damage our economy must be accountable. And we will support him to deliver on the commitment to accountability. Mr. Speaker, on that note, I move that this House be adjourned to tomorrow 10 o'clock in the forenoon. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
The minority side led by Honorable Alexander Marquez and Kasai, Nayetie Samuel Kain, after President Mahama's address to Parliament.
In his administration, in less than 100 days, all we know is sack them, sack them, sack them, dismissal, dismissal, dismissal. Mr. Speaker, on the streets of Accra today, the youth of the country are saying that Mahama Bakun termination bebre.
Eze busia sabri de ejabo nya abedu ni na sama pahine Mahama edi the state of the economy said the money tia and economy tia obefai on January 7 no we dwedwem akere say the economy is not fit. They say it needs to be taken to the ICU for treatment because Ghana economy na tita pansa according to Prez Mamaha'S na making I'm quoting him. This say obo amesome boy yes. Oche mu say economy no inherited no. Initially economy no say but what ben otwi ben no say there are a lot of loopholes. They say no man koye akwese bola so ja. Ase no I say there eni na I say do but ununu a ase no nyina e peche ya say economy no atita pansa. Na busuya mestre say oba kire wadwuna fa sa State of the Nation's address of Prez Mamaha'S Abetugwe. Do you think he has depicted the true state of the economy or is the usual politics? Ebusia Chilawadwene Emame was san semi on Prez Atugwano and when I so share video na for so enye bi ehwe. Stay tuned in the coming days for more debate on this address of Prez Ediamano. I know there is going to be some reactions on this channel. Stay tuned and share this video for me. I am so fun na apia busia. Di my out. We do see ya. Bye bye.